I'd like to welcome you to the HOC's Budget, Finance, and Audit Committee meeting. And also joining me is Frank Kelleher, also Commissioner and a member of the committee. Our other committee member, Jeffrey Merkowitz, will not be able to attend today due to travel. And so we will proceed with the meeting. And I want to invite those of you who are watching us on hybrid and also our staff to this meeting. It doesn't look like we have a long agenda today, which is a good thing some days. So we'll proceed with the meeting. First of all, is to ask for approval of the minutes of February 21st, 2024. I'll move the acceptance of the minutes.
I second.
All in favor, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye, aye. The minutes are approved. We will now proceed to the actual agenda items for the meeting today. And our item is the procurement of property management services for a number of our properties. And so I will turn to our president, Ms. Andrews, for discussion.
Yes, thank you, commissioners, members of the public, and the HLC team. This is a request coming before the committee related to a number of properties that we'd like to move forward in advance with our property management and maintenance services for. As you will see in the packet, and as you know, we have moved our way through multiple procurements. This is a heavy lift for the team, so we are definitely glad to be nearing the end, but a full assessment of the different companies as well as their performance as outlined occurs before a recommendation comes to this committee. And then obviously an opportunity to afford the proper transition into the new contract requirements. And so I will turn it over to our Vice President of Property Management, Ali Ozair, to provide additional information related to this request.
Thank you, President Andrews. Good morning, commissioners.
Morning.
I'm here to present to you our recommendations for selection of property management agents for our properties where the contracts are expected to expire in Q2 of 2024. During February, we issued 12 RFPs soliciting responses for a total of 24 properties. We received 39 responses from 4 property management companies, including Edgewood, Capri, Habitat America, and Residential One. After the review of these proposals, we are proposing to retain the management agents for each of these companies, for each of these properties, to continue to manage these properties. On slide 11, you'll see who the current management agents are and who the awardees are, who are the same as the current managers. In addition to that, there are currently 3 different forms of management agreements that HOC uses: the full third-party property management and maintenance, which includes financial and accounting services, full third-party property management with full HOC maintenance, and contract-assisted third-party property management, full HOC maintenance. During these RFPs, we have required that all respondents provide their proposals, which include for full third-party management and maintenance. This will impact 12 HOC-owned properties, which will transition from being full third-party property management with full HOC maintenance to full third-party management, where they will also provide the maintenance. These properties are the RAT6 properties, plus Camp Hill, Dale Drive, Manchester Manor, Southbridge, Tanglewood and Sligo, and Paddington Square. The 12 RFPs issued for the 24 properties were in accordance with HOC's procurement policy and reviewed according to the guidelines within that procurement policy. On slide 15, you'll see a brief overview of the 2 property management agents, Residential One and Edgewood Management, along with some information on some of the communities that they currently manage for us, along with the occupancy at those properties. In terms of the management fees, for several quarters, the commission authorized extensions of renewals for property management contracts with incumbent management companies while it worked with staff to develop a standardized approach to procure such services. The result has been beneficial to HOC in that there has been little or no increases to its management fee structure. However, the new proposal reflects current industry's standard fee and inflationary adjustments. To establish the level of the impact of the proposals, the table below compares the current budgeted fees, which are based on expected occupancy level, versus the proposal, which assume 100% occupancy. Overall, the net effect is an increase in management fees of $236,864. On page 17, you'll see this on the page 17 of the presentation, you'll see the slide. You'll see the management fee analysis showing how the current management fees are budgeted for each of the 24 properties and what are the proposed management fees. It's important to note that the proposed management fees are assuming 100% occupancy, while the budgets are based on adjusted for the actual occupancy level for the property. There's also a significant impact from the change in management form from fully managed where HOC provides the maintenance to where the third-party management companies will now also provide maintenance. So a significant part of that increase is due to the change in the form of the management agreements, and those properties are indicated with an asterisk. Therefore, we're asked, the issue for consideration here is does the Budget Finance and Audit Committee wish to join the staff's recommendation to the full commission to award the property management services contracts to management companies proposed herein? Regarding the budget impact, the fiscal year properties, the proposed fee has been factored into the fiscal year 2025 budgets based on the projected occupancy. For the calendar year properties, the impact of the change in fees to calendar year 24 will be prorated based on the implementation date and actual occupancy. Once implementation has occurred, staff will determine if the resulting change is significant enough to warrant a budget amendment. For deliberation at the Budget and Finance and Audit Committee today on March 15, 2024, and the formal action will be required at the April 3rd, 2024 meeting of the Commission. The staff's recommendation is that the Budget, Finance, and Audit Committee join this recommendation to recommend the full Commission to award the property management services contracts to the management companies listed herein. Thank you.
Thank you. Any questions, Commissioner?
No, no questions.
No questions I have either, but I would be really interested in seeing just some feedback to us about the impact that this shift is having, where we are now requiring the management companies to do both the management and the maintenance. And it'd be interesting in seeing, well, we are getting the sort of improved performance that we thought that would achieve. It'll be very interesting to see how you can give us some feedback on that as we go through this process. But I have no other questions. You want to make a motion to approve and recommend this to the full commission?
I move that this committee support staff's recommendation to the full commission to select management companies as listed within the briefing materials for property management services at HOC properties as indicated.
I second it. Being no other questions, all in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. Carries unanimously. We will recommend this forward.
Thank you.
I think this is the only item that we have on our agenda for today. And so with no other matters to come before us, this meeting is now adjourned.
Thank you.
And I'm glad somebody wrote adjourn because I've been struggling with what we're going to do at the end of the meeting.